Next game here, last 4 o'clock game, Cincinnati Bengals 9-4, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home 6-7. Since he's a 3.5 point favorite here in Tampa,
The Heat.
and it's a tough one to call for me because I want to see the Bucs do good, but I just think this is a bad matchup. Vita Vea is out, or he's super doubtful. Coach said that very unlikely he plays. So you're going to get Mixon going, you're going to get P Ryan going, and that's going to open up the receivers against a weak secondary. Even if Winfield, Murphy Bunting, and Edwards play this week, they've been out the past 2 weeks. They're going to be playing, limited because they are banged up. And you've seen it last week, right? Purdy looked amazing against a beat up secondary. And so it's going to be hard. I think all three of their receivers, Boyd, Higgins, Chase, are all probably going to catch a touchdown. It's going to be sad for me being at this game. I'm going to go Bengals here. They're too good of an offense team for I think the Bucs to keep up and take a win from them.
The baby goat versus the goat.
Hey.
Um, Man, I don't think it's going to be that easy for Cincinnati. Tyler Boyd, I think broke his finger last game. Now I'm sure he can work through that and figure out a situation to where he could still play, but he's banged up. And then T. Higgins only played one play last week because of a hamstring injury. Apparently, he aggravated it in pregame, and that's why he only played one snap. So, I mean, if you take away one or two of those pieces, as much as I like P. Ryan, as much as I like Mixon, that turns it into more of a one-dimensional type of offense. I
Forget
love
about
Joe
Jamar
Burrow.
Chase, or he's
Um,
just
yeah,
That's what he's saying.
one-dimensional
It's a one
quarterback.
dimensional. It's just Chase. That's what he's saying.
Um, so that helps the Bucks. The Bucks play a lot better at home. I think this is going to be an extremely tight game. I would take the 3.5 with the Bucks. Bengals clearly playing better ball than the Buccaneers at this point in the season. But this is backs against the wall for Tampa. Every team that we did in the NFC South, we noted they're still in it. This is a must win for the Bucks. Like this is a huge game for Tampa. It's very big for the Bengals. I don't want to downplay that either because they're in the neck and neck battle with the Ravens right now. And they definitely want to come out on top on that stuff. But I'm gonna take the Bucks on the upset here. Could be wrong. It's gonna take you know some good defense from the Bucks. Hopefully, they do get a couple of those starters back in the secondary. That will go a long way towards helping a little bit. But the Bengals defense has played extremely well this season, so it's not going to be easy. But if the Bucks can stay balanced and convert on third downs and cash in the red zone, they haven't been able to do it consistently all season. But that's what they're going to have to do. But I'm still going. I'm a ride Bucks here. How about you, Ed?
This is a tactical pick. I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals because I don't want to lose to Charlie. I try to stay a leg up. I just think that the Bengals are a better team here. I think Burrow's playing out of his mind right now. They're playing good. Nicky just whispered it like a little church mouse in the back there. What about Chase? Chase is back. He's playing. He had a good game. Doesn't seem as though the hip was bothering him a little bit at all in that game. Good for him. Good for the Bengals. Good for Burrow because he needs it. He needs the help out there. Them two, they know each other. They finish each other's sentences probably. I don't know. They know each other so well. They're out there just slinging a rock. He's catching it. This one's doing it. That one. So I'm going to Cincinnati Bengals. But Tampa definitely has to have this dub. I think if any quarterback can rise to the occasion to get this job done, it's the GOAT, Tom. But I just think potentially the Bengals are just going to have a little bit too much there. Sorry, Brady. I'm going Bucks. I'm going Bengals this week. Sorry, bud. How about you, Nicky?
yeah. This Bengals team's sneaky good again this year. Really, really good football team. Joe Cool playing out of his mind. Jamar Chase minus the setback with the injury coming in playing like he didn't miss a beat. Um, to touch on T. Higgins, last week only seeing the ball one time. And then you got Tyler Boyd a little banged up too, so it's understandable to give the Bucks an edge there in that aspect. And of course, you still got the GOAT playing. This is a big game for the Bucs, number one in the division. They'd like to keep it that way. I'm going Cincinnati Bengals in this one. 4-3 away. Tampa's 4-3 at home. Um, not not
Gotta get
not a walk away, by any means for Cincinnati in this one. I think Bucks can keep it close, but I don't think they're doing enough on offense to change my mind on this Cincy team. So I'm going Cincy.
yeah, very fair. Very fair.
Yeah, I mean, I see it going kind of similar to like the Chiefs game early in the season with the Bucks, where Chiefs get up high and heavy really fast, and the Bucks are trying to make a comeback, and they just ultimately fall short. The end of that game was 41-31. Chiefs looked to be unstoppable. Bucks trying to give them a little bit scared at the end of the game. So I just think the Bengals offense is going too well. And then, like you said, Charlie, with them backs against the wall, with the 4 games remaining, they got the Bengals here, then they get Cardinals, Panthers, Falcons. I just see them winning out those last 3, going into the playoffs on a high note. And that's what's going to propel them to be happy and healthy, because they should be getting their players back by then, hopefully. So this Bengals team, I just think is a little too much.
Yeah,
Anything
it's
else to add?
fair assessment. I agree.
All righty. Final game of Sunday, we got the